In this video, I am going to be making some pumpkin pancakes. This I'm going to be using fresh pumpkin puree from a pumpkin that I baked and took out the puree, and then I pureed it, and then I strained it, all that good stuff. So the recipe is as follows: 2 cups of buttermilk, 1 cup of the pumpkin puree. You can use the can. We're going to need 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons melted butter, 2 teaspoons vanilla, 2½ cups flour, 1/3 cup sugar, 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 2 teaspoons pumpkin pie spice, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And of course, your bowl. The recipe that I just read out to you, I am going to cut in half because that recipe does make a lot of pancakes. So I am going to be doing half of that. So here I added 1½ cups of flour, and then I'm just going to half the rest of the recipe. So in one bowl, you're going to add the dry ingredients. When you have your dry ingredients in here, you're gonna whisk it together. Set that aside, and then we're gonna get our wet ingredients in another bowl. So we're gonna put the buttermilk, the puree, the egg, the butter. The butter, I don't know if I mentioned, it has to be melted, but then it has to be cooled. So you're gonna melt it and then just leave it to the side and let it cool. And then your vanilla. We're gonna whisk this together too. By the way, these pancakes freeze very well, and then when you warm them up, it's like you just made them. So sometimes I will make a big batch, and then I freeze them. We have them for a few months and they come out still good. And then what you're gonna do, once that's whipped up, we're gonna add our flour. And then here, you wanna just mix it with a spatula or a wooden spoon. And you wanna mix it in good, but you don't wanna over mix this either. So, and it's okay if you still have a few lumps in there showing, that's fine. So you warm up your griddle, and then you drop these down, your batter. I did about 1/3 cup. And then you're just going to And then what I like to do so it'll cook faster is I just like to use these pan covers, and I just cover it. It does help it cook faster. I did these two so far. After a few minutes, you're gonna flip them. Just keep it another few minutes and we're done. Okay, and they're done. Okay, so just continue to do that with the rest of the batter. And then after a few minutes,